Star of the party, the solar system celebrates. Written by JAN CARR, illustrated by JUANA MEDINA. One day, the planets got to talking. As usual, the conversation revolved around the sun. "Sun sure is looking bright today," Neptune said proudly. "Really bright," said Uranus, "for a star that's 4.6 billion years old." Whoa, 4.6 billion? That's a lot of birthdays. "Hey," said Earth, "we should have a birthday party." The other planets burst out laughing. Earth always wanted to do things people like to do. "How many people do you have living on you now, anyway, Earth?" asked Mars. "Somewhere over 7 billion, she said, "going on 8. "Now that's a lot of birthdays," said Mars. "Let's plan Sun's party," said Jupiter. "We'll invite a lot of stars." "No," said Earth, "no other stars." "Why not?" "Because Sun is our star. We'll keep it cozy. Only those of us who love Sun best. Just our solar system." Mercury started a guest list. "Pluto," he wrote. Mercury particularly liked Pluto. Pluto was the only planet smaller than he was. "Pluto?" said Jupiter. "Pluto's not a planet. Don't you read the news? He was recategorized in 2006. He's a dwarf planet. Way too little to be in our club." Hotshot Jupiter, what a know-it-all. So big and bulky, and always bragging about his size. Mercury sulked. Did this mean he was the smallest now? "Don't worry," said Earth. "We can invite Pluto, but we'll group him with other dwarf planets." "Ha!" laughed Jupiter. "At the kids' table." "What about the moons?" "They'll be our guests. People call that a +1. When you get an invitation, you get to bring a friend." "Just one? That might be enough for you and your one measly moon, Earth. But I have 79. "What a braggadocio! Not all your moons are confirmed, Jupiter. Not everyone agrees on the number." "True! My latest count is 82. I have 27, maybe more." "That's because they're always discovering more." "I've got 14. I have 2. Poor Mercury. He didn't have any moons at all. While this book was being written, astronomers discovered 10 more moons orbiting Jupiter and 20 more for Saturn. For an up-to-date tally, always check trusted sources online. Neither did Venus, which was kind of funny because Venus was, well, moony. "A space case," said Saturn. "An oddball. She rotates in the wrong direction." Wrong? No, it was just different. Venus spun in the opposite direction from most of the other planets, but Uranus did too. "Venus and I were in a few collisions early on," said Uranus, "and something big must have slammed into her and could have knocked her upside down or sent her spinning in the other direction." "Maybe," said Venus, "but some people think Sun's responsible." "Sun?" "Sun's gravity. It could have tugged on the thick gases that envelop me, creating tides in my atmosphere. They might have pulled me in the opposite direction. Nobody knows for sure. It's a mystery." "What's next on our to-do list?" asked Neptune. "Place cards," said Earth. "They tell us where to sit." "No!" cried Mercury. Mercury liked his position. He was closest to Sun. But place cards are fun, said Earth. We can decorate them. Oh well, in that case, Mercury volunteered for the job. He wanted to draw Jupiter with a really ridiculous mustache. Then came the task of thinking of a birthday present. Let's give the sun a belt. She already has belts. Yeah, she has the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. See how tightly it's studded? It's crammed with big, chunky rocks. Exactly. It's studly, like me. And Sun also has the Kuiper belt way off at the cold edge beyond Neptune. That one's packed with icy comets and dwarf planets. So what can we get the star who has everything? I know! Testimonials! We'll each write a speech to tell Sun how much we love her. All the planets wanted to look snazzy for the celebration. Saturn was strutting, flouncing his rings and ringlets. Places, everyone! Time to party down! To start the festivities, the solar system put on a show. Meteors showered the sky, and a comet streaked past. Fireworks! An asteroid whizzed through, crashing the party. And just then, by total coincidence, some people on Earth who had no idea that the planets were in the middle of a big celebration sent up a rocket. Oh no, said Mars, Earth's next door neighbor. They're not sending up another Mars rover, are they? Enough with the exploration. Can't a planet have any privacy? Soon it was time for the testimonials. Each of the planets went in order. I'm so glad we're close, Sun. Twinkle, twinkle, glittery star, do I wonder who you are? Did your pole make me go flip-flop? I know in my heart you are tip-top. All on Earth salute you. Animals bask in your warmth. Plants tilt their faces towards you. And people wish on a lucky star. That's you! We go back a long way, Sun. Back to the time of my ancient floods. Did they ever support life? Shh, that's our little secret. Your birthday? It's huge, like us. Suddenly, there was another voice. Or was there? It was faint. Hello, Sun, it said. Where was the voice coming from? I'm in your orbit, too. Whoa, a mysterious stranger. Who are you? Asked Neptune. Some call me Planet X, said the voice, but you can call me Planet 9. Okay, said Neptune, but where are you? Far in the outer reaches of your solar system. Some think I used to be closer, but got flung out long ago. Wow, said Venus. Do you actually exist? Maybe, said the voice. Or maybe not. Do you? Sheesh, said Venus. Don't get all spacey on me. But then, just like that, the voice disappeared. Poof. It was gone. A shiver ran through the planets. Had the voice been real? Or had they somehow dreamed it? Planets stared out beyond the cozy circle of their solar system. There were so many stars in the distance, winking and blinking, billions and billions. Did all the stars have planets too? The universe was vast. Cosmic, said Venus. Suddenly, there was a rumble. A volcano erupted, shooting up high, kind of like a burp or a fart. Wouldn't you know? It was on Io, one of Jupiter's moons. Her volcanoes were always spewing forth. Oops, excuse me, too much partying. All the planets looked at the sun. Had she had a good time? Had she liked her party? They waited, hushed, with no chatter other than the fizz and spit and sputter of the universe. Sun was a star of few words. "Stellar!" she cried. She was beaming, radiant. The party was a glowing success. Why do we orbit Sun? Because of gravity. Sun's massive. The more mass, the stronger the pull of gravity. Lighter objects orbit heavier ones. Is that why our moons orbit us? Exactly. Yes. I have so many moons because I'm so attractive. So if Sun's pulling us, why don't we get pulled straight in? Because we also have forward movement, perpendicular to Sun. If Sun weren't pulling us, we'd travel in a straight line. But those two forces stay in balance, so round and round we orbit. Rotate, revolve, what's the difference? Rotate means spinning around like a top. Revolve means moving in an orbit. You're making me dizzy! Ta-da! I have the biggest, tallest volcano in the whole solar system. Behold Olympus Mons, 3 times taller than Mount Everest. Great, another braggadocio. Anyway, you and I both have craters. All the terrestrial planets do. School of hard knocks, baby. Bang, boom, bam. Asteroids and meteorites crashed into us, and we all have the scars to prove it. You can't be in our club. We're the outer planets. We're gas and ice giants, and you're not. Our club, it's a gas. Who wants to be in your gassy old club anyway? We're inner planets, terrestrial and rocky. Rock on! Look, another asteroid crashing our party. That's not an asteroid. It's a comet. What's the difference? Asteroids are chunks of rock. Comets are balls of rock, dust, ice, and frozen gases. We're like dirty snowballs. Gas and dust whirl off us as we orbit. Ooh, here comes another one. No way. I'm a meteor. A who? A little chunk of space debris or rock that's entered Earth's atmosphere. You know what they say? Space rocks. Hey, Earth, tell me again about how I was born. Well, Moon, when your solar system was still forming, a really big planet the size of Mars banged into me. Pow! It sent me spinning and knocked some big chunks out of me. And those chunks clumped together to form me, right? I think so. Those chunks plus pieces from the big planet. Honestly, it was so long ago, it's hard to remember exactly. But I want to know for sure. Well, astronomers are still trying to solve that mystery. That and so many others. That's why more kids on Earth should become scientists. My birth story depends on it. Great idea! Hey kids, space awaits you. Get your science on. A birthday party for the sun? All solar systems go. Calling all comets, planets, even you, Pluto, moons, and more for a birthday bash that's out of this world. What? Help us celebrate Sun turning 4.603 billion years old. Where? The Milky Way galaxy, of course. When? Right now. Open the book. We saved you a space.